Servants of the Emperor, Briggso here, and in this video we're going over another veteran build in Warhammer 40k, Darktide. In this video we're going to be covering a veteran build that I think at the moment is a little bit off meta. We're using some off meta weapons, or weapon, that I think needs a little bit of a love. So the whole aim of this is that I would really like the community's feedback on this build to try and make it as good as possible. I do have to thank Curios, as I did get the inspiration to not use any keystones and just focus on grenades in this build. So that's why I'm calling this build the Demolitionist. Before we do jump into this video though, if I could just ask that you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel, then I would be really appreciative. I've been posting a lot of videos about the veteran at the moment as I really do enjoy playing them, and I think with the whole update to the talent tree, they've really got a lot to offer, a little bit more than I thought they did to begin with. In this build, like I said before, we're going to be focusing on using our grenades, but we're also going to be pairing it with a shotgun, which I think is very, very cool, and I've not been seeing it used all that much. I do think that this shotgun is very good, and it's very versatile for taking down a wide array of different specialists and elites. We do have one massive weakness in this build, and that is when we see a group of crushers. We do have all the grenades in our back pocket though, so we can start chucking them. However, when we are short on grenades, it can get a little bit dicey, so we do need the help from our team to take down a group of crushers from time to time. Like I said before, I do think that this build is very viable at the moment. However, I wouldn't recommend taking on Auric Maelstrom missions while using it. This is more of a fun to play for damnation missions and high intensity damnation missions, but I think anything beyond that, it starts to struggle a little bit. But who knows, with some of your recommendations, we could really push this build to the next level and hopefully make it so that it can take on Auric Maelstroms and things like that. But anyway, enough with the introductions, let's jump straight over to the weapons, Curios, and then go through the talent tree. So to start off, for our primary melee weapon, I'm using the Cadia Mark 13G Assault Chainsword. However, you can use any melee weapon that you want here. The Power Sword is also a very good option, and I would recommend Slaughter and Power Cycler on that. And also the Assault Chain Axe, the new one that we got with Thrust and Head Taker, are also very good options. Jumping back to this Chainsword though, I've got Devastating Strike and Shred on this. I've used this on the channel before, and I think it is very, very good. For perks, I've got a plus 10% melee critical hit damage and a plus 8% melee damage to elites. I really like this Assault Chainsword because it can stand out on its own. We're not really taking it any talents to directly boost the attack power of our melee weapon, so I think that choosing something that can stand on its own is very helpful for this build. For our secondary ranged weapon, we are taking the Agrippina Mark 7 Combat Shotgun, and I absolutely love this thing. I have seen a couple of builds online of people using this, however I don't think it's used enough in gameplay at the moment. We put the Full Bore Blessing on there, which gives us plus 20% power for 5 seconds when every bullet in a shot hits the same enemy, and because of its slug rounds that we can put into it at will, it means that we get 20% power on each of these shots, turning it almost into like a mini revolver, which really helps us deal with snipers and gunners and things like that. For the second blessing, I'm choosing No Respite, which gives us up to 20% damage based on the blessing tier when we're hitting staggered enemies. This shotgun is great for staggering things, and when we use one of our slug rounds, it's almost guaranteed to stagger the enemy if it's not dead already. No Respite can then help us clean up that enemy kill because we can put a couple more rounds into it and it will normally die. The only exception to this though is crushers, but we have our grenades to deal with them. But I'll jump onto that more a little bit later. For perks, you can use anything you want here. However, one thing that I highly recommend is that you put a plus 10% reload speed perk on here. Reload speed of shotguns is notoriously slow, so we're going to be doing everything we can in the talent tree to combat this. This means that we can have our shotgun locked and loaded, so we're ready for any situation the game throws at us. For Curios, I take 2 toughness Curios, and then I take a wound Curio. The wound Curio you probably can swap out for something else, however I like to be able to get back into the game if I have gone down a couple of times. For perks on the Curios, I recommend any combination of toughness regeneration speed, stamina regeneration, combat ability regeneration, and also toughness. Moving on from the Curios though, let's go through the talent tree. So first up, we go down the right hand side of the talent tree and we pick up Vanguard, which gives us minus 20% sprinting cost. A nice little talent to have, but the main reason we're taking it is so we can pick up Tactical Reload. Tactical Reload gives us a plus 20% reload speed if your weapon contains ammo. This works well for 2 reasons. The first reason is that it works in combination with another reload talent that we're going to be taking later on, and the second reason is because it helps us load our slug rounds faster. When you load a slug into a shotgun, it technically counts as a reload, so it means that anytime we do load a slug round, it means that we are going to be getting plus 20% speed on that. These 2 perks could be cut, however it feels great when you're using it with the slug shotgun. Try it out and let me know your opinions on what you think. Moving over to the left hand side of the tree, we then take Long Shot, which helps us deal plus 20% ranged base damage, which is reduced the closer we are to the target. Provided that we are standing quite far away from the target, it means that our slug rounds can now do additional damage. And like I said before, it almost turns it into like a mini revolver for one shot. Moving down from here, we then take Exhilarating Takedown, which replenishes 15% toughness and gives us toughness toughness damage reduction for 8 seconds when we get a ranged weak spot kill. This can stack 3 times, and this works very well with the build as we're generally aiming for headshots. Moving over though, we then take our second reload perk, which is Volley Adept, which gives us plus 30% reload speed on elite and specialist enemy kills. This works really well with tactical reload, as when we have 1 ammunition in the magazine and we kill a specialist or elite, then it means that we get a 50% reload speed buff. In combination with the plus 10% reload speed perk that we've taken on our weapon already, it means that we have up to a 60% reload speed, which stops the shotgun from feeling really slow. Moving down from here though, we then take a plus 5% health boost, and take a plus 15 toughness boost, and then move down to our grenades of choice, which are going to be the Shredder Grenades. The Shredder Grenades explode after a short delay and apply 6 bleed stacks to all enemies hit, causing damage over time. Using this grenade, it means that we can take down hordes very effectively, but we can also throw it at specialists and elites when they're grouping up together. After they've taken some damage, it means that they're relatively easy to kill with our shotgun, or they'll just die from the Shredder Grenade. Moving on from here, we then take a plus 5% range damage boost, a plus 5% health boost, and then move down to Grenade Tinkerer. Grenade Tinkerer improves our Shredder Grenades by giving them plus 25% damage and radius. Moving down, we then take our aura, which is going to be Fire Team, which gives us plus 5% damage for you and your allies in coherency. There is an argument to be made that you could go down the left hand side of the tree and take Survivalist, however I find that the shotgun is very ammo efficient, so I'd rather prioritise damage over getting more ammo. Moving down from our aura, we then take a plus 5% damage reduction and a plus 5% critical hit chance boost, before getting our next talent, which is going to be Grenadier. Grenadier is a very simple talent, it allows us to carry 1 extra Shredder Grenade. This for me is another potential cut that we could take out of the build though, as taking 2 talents to get 1 extra grenade kind of feels like quite a heavy trade-off. If not at the moment, it feels great to have 4 grenades, so I'm keeping it in. Moving back over to the middle tree though, we then take Twinned Blast, which gives us 20% chance to throw an additional grenade, but it still only consumes 1. This is a talent that I've learned to love, as when using it with the Shredder Grenades, it provides so much damage output onto the field. You are at the mercy of luck for this one, however there is no better feeling when this talent does actually activate. The perfect talent to pair with this of course is Demolition Stockpile, which replenishes 1 grenade every 60 seconds. This in tandem with another talent that we're taking down the tree means that we have constant grenades in our pocket. Moving down from here though, we then take our combat ability, which is Voice of Command, and we're pairing it with Duty and Honor. With this combat ability, it means that we can stagger all enemies around us, replenish our toughness, and gain plus 50 toughness that exceeds our maximum. A good little combination that I like to do is throw a Shredder Grenade just behind the enemies and then push them back into it with the stagger that we get from our Voice of Command. Or you can do the opposite, which is activate your ability and then throw a grenade down on the floor to get out of a sticky situation. Moving on from here though, we then take 2 operative modifiers, being a plus 25% suppression boost and a plus 5% range damage boost. Moving down from here though, we then pick up a very crucial talent, which is Precision Strikes, which gives us plus 30% weak spot damage. Like I said before, the aim of the game is to get a lot of headshots with the shotgun, so this helps up our damage when we do. Moving down from here though, we then take Fully Loaded, which gives us plus 25% ammo, and then move down to Superiority Complex, which gives us plus 15 base damage to all elite enemies. Moving back over to the middle tree, we then take For the Emperor, which gives you and your allies plus 10% melee base damage and plus 10% range base damage for 5 seconds when you activate your combat ability. Moving on from there though, we then take Tactical Awareness, which reduces our combat ability cooldown by 6 seconds when we kill specialist enemies, which is very useful to have more uptime on our Voice of Command. Moving on from here though, we then take Iron Will, which gives us plus 50% toughness damage reduction if our toughness is above 75%. Moving over, we then take another talent that replenishes our grenade, which is Demolition Team. Demolition Team reads that you have a 5% chance to replenish a grenade when you or an ally in coherency kills an elite or specialist enemy. This in combination with Demolition Stockpile normally means that we have a healthy stack of grenades in our pocket. To finish off this build though, we then take a plus 25% toughness boost and then take Bring It Down, which gives us plus 20% damage to Ogryns and monstrosities. And there we go, that rounds out this veteran Demolitionist build. I'm now going to jump into some gameplay footage of me taking on a high intensity damnation mission. If you're jumping out of the video here to go and try out this build, then no worries at all, thank you very much for watching. If I could just ask that you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel, then I would consider you a very awesome person. But enough of that nonsense, let's now jump into the gameplay footage. Alright, let's do it. We've got a couple of changes that I've made. We're still progressing on this build. I think it's starting to form something now. We're getting some good stuff. I've put a wound curio on there, which is quite strange. I just feel like having an extra wound curio, I don't know, sometimes it can be the difference of keeping you in the game if you go down or not. So hopefully we don't go down, but that's always the plan. But, you know, accidents happen. So I think having a wound curio in there does help. We have got 4 grenades in this build, so that's quite interesting. But yeah, this build I don't think is quite perfected yet. I'm quite eager to get it out there though, just to share it. I've taken inspiration from a couple of things here and there. But yeah, using the shotgun, it'd be really cool to get your feedback on. I feel like there's some perks that work well with the shotgun, or some talents I should say. There are other talents that don't work so well, like Deadshot. I was dead set on using for quite a long time. However, I just don't feel like we've got enough stamina, and I'd rather have, you know, more stamina and stuff like that. So it's one of those where I think, you know, you just got to kind of, you got to learn the weapon a little bit, and I'm in that stage. But I'm still quite eager to get the build out there, and then yeah, hopefully as a community we can develop it some more if you are interested in doing so, because honestly I think this shotgun is very fun to use. I don't want to say everyone's sleeping on it because I have seen other people using it, but I think, you know, it's just a little bit different from what people are using. It's not the meta right now, so we have got Horde. They're going to probably pour in from the back. Unfortunately, missed that. Right, we are just going to pop down a grenade here. I was going to say. Pop down some more grenades here. But we're going to get all of our grenades down. We're going to be moving around as if I'm actually dodging them. I don't feel like there was anything I could do there, really. Nice, and that's the power of having a lot of grenades. We've got quite a few grenades back now. Ooh, we've got a slow reload. Now we've got a fast reload. So yeah, I do think the reload speed perks are very much needed with the shotgun, because reloading without them is very precarious. Is that the correct word for that? It can be very annoying. Very annoying. Slug shell, because I think we might have some more rages. Don't think we're going to need to pop a grenade here because we're already through. In fact, yeah, why not? We've still got a lot. Let's get a reload in here. And there's an ammo crate, which is news to my ears. We just door camp here for a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of maulers. We chuck a grenade down. I'm going to chuck two, so we might get one back. There we go, we did. And look at all that. It's a lot of value. We've just got to look after the team a little bit. Alright, we have got a Plague Ogren here. These can be a bit difficult. So, oh, okay, he was after me. We're just going to get him nice and bleeding. Go. We've got a grenade back already. I think this Psyker has just stun locked him. Nice. Okay, I'm running low on ammo. Stop him from shooting. That shot, a bit unfortunate. Cheeky little headshot there. Get a slug round in. Goodness, I don't think there'll be much that the Psychic can't deal with in that situation. What we're going to do is we're going to get a grenade over there, because there's quite a few gunners in that little space. Helps to take them out a little bit. Oh, hello. Going to get one of these down here. That's a twin as well, so that should just take out everything there, and that gives us a grenade back, which is lovely. Obviously, there's no guarantees that that will happen. It is just a bit of RNG. Actually, I could have got that grenade back from Demolitionist. Well, we have got some crushers coming. Oh, I can hear it, yeah. Alright, so we're going to pop down this grenade here. There's a lot of gunners pinning us down here. Try and get it over them. Yeah, so we can start taking down gunners. I think it's more useful when we're pinned down at long range like this. Get out of that situation. We've got lots of grenades now, which is always nice. We need to get a reload in. That's what we need. Oh, it never helps that I'm starting to need to be... Oh, please no company. Just gonna chuck a couple of grenades in here. By a couple, I mean a lot. Hammer these guys down. I had to shoot that gunner through the stairs. Come on, there was no other real option. I'm not going to swallow all this ammo, although they have got... Oh no, he's behind. To be honest, we're going to get loads of ammo here. Hopefully grenades too. We haven't got any grenades. We just regened one there, which is all good. Alright. Oh, you know that moment that you get into the final stand, and then you're starting to need a wee, and you're like, I just hope it helps me concentrate, man. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Where if you need a wee, you concentrate more, something like that? Oh, I don't know. Proper. Right, let's stick with the group. We have got a good reload here. So let's get that. 50% reload. So we have one shot and we have killed an elite. Alright, let's get that grenade on the floor here. Hope we can regen a grenade from all this destruction. No. Oh, we did then, I think. Or we might have just regen one from Demolitionist. I'm not too sure. That's the only thing that I feel like I do need to learn a little bit more is the like rate of stagger. Is that like how many shots it takes to put something down and then because then you've got to aim at the floor to really make the most of it. No, I was locked into it. Oh, and I've got a burster here to ruin my day some more. I think I'm just going to pop a grenade and run away. Uh-oh. There you go. That'll do. I'm starting to run out of ammo. So, we're probably going to need to save it for the final stand. So here, just kind of letting grenades replenish. And just pop one now. Oh dear, I just ran straight into that fire. Oh god, I feel silly. That is now done. Push that guy back, dodge back. We should really hit this, and we should probably get going. Are they getting out of there? They are. Right, I've got 2 grenades now. That would be... Dog just ascended to heaven. One at the back. One in the mid. Just kind of skirt around the sides. Nicely done, nicely done. Alright, so very happy with this build. We've got plenty of grenades. We have got that slug shotgun for when we need it. We can just use the normal shots to take out other stuff. But otherwise, I think it's getting there. It's getting there. Not. I think that there's a couple more tweaks that it might need, and then we can make it better. So once again, like I said in the video, just if you can post your comments and stuff like that. Sorry, I really need a wee, so it's kind of taken over my brain now. But yeah, if you do have any comments, then absolutely feel free to leave them on suggestions of this build. I would really, really appreciate it, because I do kind of want to pitch this community. I do think that this shotgun needs a little bit more love, because it is still very, very good. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you wouldn't mind, if you would like this video and consider subscribing to my channel, it does mean the absolute world to me. But otherwise, I'm going to go pee myself, so I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, bye. Have a great time. Bye. Bye. I've got to go now. Bye. I'm going to pee. I'm going to pee.